Good afternoon. Uh, so I was talking to my friend, and we were in mid conversation with someone else. And when the person left, she was like, "Oh, I can't." Basically, she couldn't believe she just told her what was going on with her. And the person that she was talking to, I feel like is very knowledgeable, very nice person. Always has that common kind of listen, this is how you deal with a situation type of response. It's never really judgmental. But it made me start thinking, like, how hard is it for people to admit when they're having a hard time? You know, it's like you don't want to cross that line uh, between, yeah, you're telling someone too much of your business and they don't care and now they're uncomfortable. But I feel like those people are not very empathetic to other human beings. There's people out there like that. They don't want to be bothered with what you're going through. Um, but then on the other hand, there are people who are empaths and people that care very much, but they absorb too much energy when it comes to other people's problems. So I feel like with those people, you have to give what you're going through in little bits when you feel that they can handle what you're saying. Um, so, what I was thinking about earlier was why is it so difficult for us to admit when we're having issues, especially women? We feel like we're supposed to take on everything. And I feel like men too, to some extent, when it's things like bills and stuff like that. I hate to put guys in boxes. I'm sorry, guys. But I feel like each sex struggles with things that are unique to them. Bills are not unique to any sex, but you know what I mean. So I can only speak from a woman's perspective, and I feel like no matter what we do, we could be taking on the world, but the minute we have a problem that puts us at a halt or makes us feel sad or some kind of emotion, we feel like we should have to take that all by ourselves. Never share the information. Um, I just think that's sad. Like, is it the fact that we don't have enough support, or people really don't care, or we don't know how to um, relay the information so that people are not overwhelmed with it? If you have things that are constantly going on in your life that you can't seem to get out of, it's like a circle, you know. Um, it does come to a point where you have to break that for yourself because people don't want to hear your problems over and over again. That's one thing that I found. Um, they either want you to come out of it or stop talking about it. And if it's something that's been ongoing in your life for a long time, sometimes you can't come out of it. You either need some kind of therapy or you need to just rip the band aid off and drop the situation and try and, do something else. Um, I hate when the table starts rocking and it's doing it with the camera. Um, so anyway, I do feel like we should be able to speak to each other as human beings, especially as women. If you have mothers out there or you know other students, there's always someone that has gone through your problem, and only difference is the person, you know. So maybe if you're talking to the same person all the time and are tired of hearing about it, talk to someone else, and not to spread it around whatever you're going through, but maybe to get a fresh perspective. And eventually, something you learn hopefully will break through and you can figure out a way out of your issues. Sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes you need a fresh way of thinking. The old way doesn't serve you anymore. Complaining about things all the time, um, saying you want things and not going after them, um, speaking with people that always have something negative to say about you and you expect love and support from them and they just don't give it, but you keep going there to be reminded that you're not getting that from them. Those kind of things are never going to break you out of your cycle. But there's people out there that care. They may not be related to you. They may not be someone you're in a relationship with. But there are people. You just can't wear them out with your problems. You have to move forward as well. It's weird, but when you're doing well in life, everybody will come to your aid when you say you have a problem because they want to be affiliated with something positive, keeping you on that positive track, especially if it'll benefit them. But when you're having a hard time and problems keep coming, and you don't know how to stop it and you're spiraling, it's very hard to find a friend during that time because maybe people don't want it to touch them, I think bad luck is a disease, or, not feeling all the way right in your mind and in your heart, maybe they don't know how to handle it. So, I mean, sometimes you need a professional to speak with. Other times you just need to log onto a video and see how other people are handling these same problems. Some people seek spiritual help. You can exercise. I notice once you release those endorphins, you're happy I feel like that happy pill with the endorphins is also a way to help you cope. When you feel lighter in your heart and in your spirit because of those temporary happy hormones, you can handle a lot more. It's like when a woman comes on her menstrual cycle and we do that crazy crying the day before. But as soon as it's that release, you feel differently. You feel like, oh, okay, these problems I can handle this, So I hate to see anybody down and not feeling like they can come out of it, feeling like they're not a semicolon person, if you guys get what I'm saying. I just feel like people are meant to fulfill their purpose here. Doesn't mean it has to be super long, but I do feel like you should at least get a chance to live the best life that you can. Your parents gave you life, they brought you in the world, and to be so down where you don't want that life anymore because no one will listen to you is very discouraging. So I don't know. I feel like that ego is serious, man. We don't want to share information sometimes with each other that can really help us because we don't want to be looked at a certain way. Yet you can tell someone positive and you can repeat it 50 times and you'll never get that, she's telling me that again. Not usually, unless they're a hater. But when you tell someone, listen, I'm struggling, this isn't getting any better for me, they either close their ear off or maybe spread a rumor because they're tired of hearing about it, so they laugh it off. Oh, somebody's in here. So you guys have a great day. Oh, oops.